Hello, everyone. You won't believe what happened at this elite private school. So, the principal kicks out this quiet scholarship girl for breaking some rule, thinking she's just another poor kid. Turns out, her dad's actually a huge deal. Owns companies, funds half the city, even helped build the school itself. When the truth hits, the principal's face goes pale. The same girl he humiliated ends up being the daughter of the man he's been trying to impress for years. It's a total slap of reality about pride, power, and judging people by appearances. The sound of rain tapping lightly outside. A clock ticks. The room feels cold, though no one says it. A teenage girl sits across from the principal's desk, her backpack on the floor. Silence hangs thick. Principal Carter. You know why you're here, don't you, Emily? Emily, I think so. Principal Carter. Think so, or you know so? Emily, I know. Principal Carter. Good. Saves us time. I don't have much patience left today. Emily nods slowly, eyes fixed on her shoes. Principal Carter. Look at me when I'm speaking. She looks up, quiet but steady. Principal Carter. You've been caught entering the computer lab after hours, twice. You're aware that's a violation of school policy? Emily. Yes, sir. But I wasn't doing anything wrong. Principal Carter. Every student says that when they're caught. Emily. I was finishing a project. The computer's at home. They're not fast enough. Principal Carter. Not fast enough? Emily. This school provides more than enough resources during regular hours. If you needed extra time, you could have asked your teacher. Emily. I did. She said no one's allowed after 6. Principal Carter. Then you should have respected that. Pause. The rain hits harder. Emily. I didn't mean to break rules. I just needed the software. My scholarship depends on that grade. Principal Carter. Your scholarship depends on your behavior too. He leans back, studying her expression. Principal Carter. You've always been quiet, haven't you? Never causing trouble. Good grades, good attendance. And yet here we are, sneaking into school property after hours. What changed? Emily. Nothing changed. I just needed to finish what I started. Principal Carter. You talk like rules are optional when it's convenient. Emily. No, sir. Just that sometimes rules don't fit everyone the same. He frowns, slightly irritated by her calm tone. Principal Carter. That's a clever way of saying you think you're special. Emily. No, I think I'm trying my best. Principal Carter. Your best would have been asking permission. Instead, you made choices, wrong ones. Emily. Then I'll accept whatever happens. A small silence. Her voice doesn't sound defensive, just resigned. It unsettles him. Principal Carter. You sound too calm for someone facing expulsion. Emily. Maybe I've seen worse things than this office. He narrows his eyes. Principal Carter. What's that supposed to mean? Emily. Nothing. Just saying, people have bigger problems outside of grades and rules. Principal Carter. This isn't about your personal life. This is about the integrity of our school. Students like you represent our values. We can't make exceptions, especially for scholarship students. She looks away, the word scholarship lingering in the air like a sting. Emily. I understand. Principal Carter. I hope you do, because the board meets tomorrow morning, and I'll be recommending expulsion. Emily blinks, but doesn't cry. She nods once, almost accepting it too easily. Emily. Thank you for telling me. Principal Carter. That's it? No defense? No apology? Emily. I already said I didn't mean to break rules, but if you've decided, I guess there's nothing more to say. A knock on the door. The principal's secretary peeks in. Secretary. Mr. Carter, your 6 o'clock is waiting. Principal Carter. Tell them to wait another 5 minutes. Door closes. He exhales, trying to read her. Principal Carter. Who's your guardian again? Your father, right? Emily. Yes, sir. Principal Carter. What does he do? Emily. He works with some people. Private business. Principal Carter. That's vague. Emily. He doesn't talk much about it. Principal Carter. Well, maybe he should, because if you're expelled, your scholarship sponsors will be notified. That kind of thing doesn't just go away. Emily. I understand. He glances at her uniform, neat but slightly worn. The kind of uniform that's been ironed many times. Her shoes are clean but old. Principal Carter. You've been at Westbridge Academy 3 years, right? Emily. Yes, sir. Principal Carter. Do you like it here? Emily. I like learning. The rest, I just get through. Principal Carter. Meaning? Emily. Meaning people can tell when you don't belong. Principal Carter. That's a harsh word, don't belong. Emily. It's not harsh. It's just true. You can feel it in the hallways, in how people look at your shoes before they look at you. He sits back, speechless for a second. Principal Carter. Emily, I don't choose who belongs. I manage a school. I enforce policy. Emily, I know you're doing your job. Principal Carter. You sound like you're already somewhere else. Emily, maybe I am. She picks up her bag slowly. Principal Carter. Sit down. We're not done. She hesitates, then sits again. Principal Carter. I'm going to call your father tonight. He needs to come in tomorrow. Emily, he's busy, he won't come. Principal Carter. He'll make time when I tell him his daughter might be expelled. She smiles faintly, not mocking her, more like she knows something he doesn't. Emily, you can try. Principal Carter. I always do. What's his number? She writes it on a paper and slides it over. Her handwriting is neat, deliberate. Principal Carter. You're not worried at all, are you? Emily, I am. Just not about school. Principal Carter. Then what about? She stands up, adjusts her backpack. Emily. People who think power only wears suits. He stares at her, thrown off. Principal Carter. Excuse me? Emily. Nothing. Thank you for your time, Principal Carter. She leaves quietly. The door clicks shut. The sound of rain softens. He looks down at the phone number in his hand. Something about the area code catching his eye. Familiar, yet off. The office lights are on early. The smell of coffee lingers. Principal Carter sits behind his desk, flipping through student reports, but his focus keeps breaking. The paper with Emily's father's number lies nearby. Secretary from doorway. You're here early. Principal Carter. Couldn't sleep. I had a lot on my mind. Secretary. About that girl? Emily. Principal Carter. Yeah, something about her bothered me. Secretary. Because she broke into the lab? Principal Carter. No, because she didn't seem scared. Most students in her position would cry, panic, beg. She didn't. Secretary. Maybe she's just proud. Principal Carter. Or she knows something we don't. He picks up the phone. Principal Carter. Did you get her father on the line? Secretary. Tried 3 times. The call didn't go through. Private number, no voicemail. Principal Carter. Try again later. I'll handle it myself. He dials. The line rings once, then goes silent. No tone, no response. He frowns and sets the receiver down. Secretary. Maybe it's disconnected. Principal Carter. Maybe. Or maybe someone doesn't want to answer. He looks out the window. The rain from yesterday has stopped, leaving a grey morning haze. The teachers are gathered for coffee. Ms. Reed, Emily's computer science teacher, is mid-conversation with another staff member when Carter enters. Ms. Reed. Morning, Principal Carter. You heard about the robotics team? They made it to regionals. Principal Carter. That's great. Ms. Reed. Can I have a word? Ms. Reed. Of course. He gestures her to a corner. Principal Carter. It's about Emily Torres. Ms. Reed. Oh, that again. Principal Carter. You said she asked for lab access after hours? Ms. Reed. Yes. I told her it wasn't allowed. Security logs show her card was used twice last week at night. She must have borrowed the janitor's help to get in. Principal Carter. Did she ever mention her home situation? Anything unusual? Ms. Reed. Unusual how? Principal Carter. Family, background, anything that might explain her attitude. Ms. Reed. She's quiet, keeps to herself. Some kids tease her about her clothes, but she never reacts. I don't think she's the type to rebel. If she broke in, she had a reason. Principal Carter. A reason doesn't excuse it. Ms. Reed. No, but maybe you should hear her side before you decide. Principal Carter. I already did. Ms. Reed. And? Principal Carter. She said people who think power only wears suits. Ms. Reed raises an eyebrow. Ms. Reed. That's an interesting thing for a student to say. Principal Carter. Exactly. Ms. Reed. Maybe she meant you. Principal Carter. I figured that much out, thanks. Ms. Reed smirks lightly. Ms. Reed. Maybe she's not wrong. He gives her a look that ends the joke. She shrugs. Ms. Reed. You know, you might want to check that name, Torres. There's a Congressman Torres in the state. Same last name. Principal Carter. Coincidence. Ms. Reed. Sure. Still, maybe check before you call the board. She walks off. Carter watches her leave, then pulls out his phone. He types on his computer. Search results flash across the screen. Congressman David Torres, State Representative, Downtown Office. He clicks the contact page, then looks at the number Emily gave him. It matches. Silence. Principal Carter to himself. No, that can't be right. He leans back, thinking. The door opens. The secretary again. Secretary, the board's ready for you in 10. Principal Carter. Right. Thanks. He glances once more at the number, then at Emily's file. Her grades are flawless. No behavior issues before now. He takes a deep breath, picks up the phone, and dials the number again. It rings once. Male voice, calm, deep. Yes? Principal Carter. Hello, this is Principal Carter from Westbridge Academy. I'm calling regarding Emily Torres. A short silence. Then the man's tone shifts slightly, polite but weighty. Male voice. What about her? Principal Carter. She violated school policy. We were considering expulsion, but I wanted to speak to a parent first. Male voice. I see. And who exactly am I speaking to? Principal Carter. Principal Richard Carter. I oversee all disciplinary actions at the academy. Male voice. I know who you are. Carter pauses. Principal Carter. Oh. So you're aware of the situation? Male voice. I'm aware my daughter goes to your school, yes. I'm not aware of her doing anything that would require you to call me this early. Principal Carter. With respect, sir, she was found in the lab after hours. Unauthorized access. Male voice. Did she damage anything? Principal Carter. No. Male voice. Steal anything? Principal Carter. No, sir, but the rules. Male voice. Then it's a matter of judgment, isn't it? Carter's tone tightens. Principal Carter. Mr. Torres, I have to enforce regulations equally, regardless of... Male voice. Regardless of what? Brief silence. The man's calm tone feels heavier now. Principal Carter. Regardless of... Status. Male voice. Good. Because if you're implying my daughter expects special treatment, You're mistaken. Principal Carter. That's not what I meant. Male voice. I hope not. I believe in fairness, Principal Carter. I also believe in context. Did you ask her why she was there? Principal Carter. She said she needed the software for her project. Male voice. Then maybe she was working. Not stealing, not vandalizing, working. Principal Carter. Still, the rules. Male voice. I wrote a few of those rules when your school received its federal funding 3 years ago. Carter freezes. The silence stretches long. Principal Carter. I'm sorry, you what? Male voice. My office reviewed your expansion grant proposal. Westbridge wouldn't have its new technology wing without it. Carter swallows hard. Principal Carter. I see. I wasn't aware. Male voice. You're aware now. I'll be at your office at noon. Principal Carter. That's really not necessary. Male voice. Noon. And please don't make my daughter wait outside when I arrive. The line clicks off. Carter sits still, hand trembling slightly on the phone. The secretary peeks in, nervously. Secretary. Sir? There's a car pulling in. Black SUV. 2 of them, actually. Carter straightens his tie. Principal Carter. Send them in. She hesitates. Secretary. Sir, it's the congressman. And someone from the board just showed up too. He exhales slowly, sets his shoulders, and nods. Principal Carter, let them in. The door opens. Emily enters first, followed by her father, Congressman David Torres, mid-50s, calm presence, confident but not loud. His gaze sweeps the room before landing on Carter. Congressman Torres. Good afternoon, Principal Carter. Principal Carter. Congressman Torres, please have a seat. Congressman Torres, I'll stand. Emily stays beside him, quiet, eyes down. Principal Carter. Emily, have a seat. Emily. I'm fine standing too, sir. Carter forces a polite smile. Principal Carter. Very well. Congressman, I appreciate you coming in. I wanted to clarify what happened before the board meeting. Congressman Torres, I appreciate transparency, but I have to admit, I'm surprised this required my attention at all. Principal Carter. I was following procedure. Congressman Torres. I understand. Procedure can sometimes blind good judgment, though. Silence. Carter looks down at his desk, searching for words. Principal Carter. I didn't know she was your daughter. Congressman Torres. That shouldn't matter. Principal Carter. No, of course not, but it puts things in perspective. Congressman Torres. Perspective is good, as long as it comes before decisions, not after. He glances at Emily. Here, Congressman Torres. Emily, did you tell him why you needed the lab? Emily. I told him. He didn't believe me. Congressman Torres. Did you explain what you were working on? Emily. No one asked. Carter clears his throat. Principal Carter. It wasn't relevant to the violation. Congressman Torres. It's always relevant to understand what drives someone before you punish them. Carter doesn't reply. The clock ticks. The tension is thick. The rain has stopped, but the air still feels heavy. Congressman Torres stands by the window, hands clasped behind his back. Emily stays quiet, her backpack on the floor beside her. Congressman Torres. Let me ask you something, Principal Carter. What exactly do you think my daughter was doing in that lab? Principal Carter. As I said, she claimed she was finishing a project. Congressman Torres. Claimed. Interesting choice of word. Principal Carter. I didn't mean to sound, Congressman Torres. You did. You meant it. You assumed she was lying. Carter shifts uncomfortably in his chair. Principal Carter. Congressman, I treat every student equally. Congressman Torres. Equally? You singled her out in front of the board before even calling me. That's not equality, that's haste. Principal Carter. With respect, sir, she broke a rule. I had to act. Congressman Torres, rules are meant to protect people, not embarrass them. Emily speaks softly, almost to herself. Emily, it doesn't matter, Dad. I shouldn't have gone in. Congressman Torres. It matters when people in power forget how to use it. He looks at Carter again. Calm, but cutting. Congressman Torres. Do you know what she was building that night? Principal Carter. I haven't seen it. Congressman Torres. Then you punished her without knowing what she was creating. Principal Carter. The rule violation was clear. Congressman Torres. She was designing a new software module for the district's special education program. My office approved a pilot for students with learning disabilities. She volunteered to help code the adaptive interface. Carter's mouth opens slightly, then closes again. Congressman Torres. She wasn't doing it for grades. She wasn't cheating or snooping. She was trying to make it easier for kids who can't even type properly to learn like everyone else. Emily. I just wanted to test it before the deadline. The lab computers are the only ones with the right processor. Carter's tone softens. Principal Carter. You should have told me. Emily. You didn't ask. Silence. Congressman Torres. My daughter is used to people assuming the worst when they see her. You saw scholarship student and decided her intentions fit the stereotype. Principal Carter. That's not fair. Congressman Torres. Isn't it? She said you called her behavior typical of someone trying to bend the rules. That's word for word what the secretary mentioned. Carter glances toward the door. His voice lowers. Principal Carter. I never meant to belittle her. Congressman Torres. Maybe not. But when the head of a prestigious academy looks at a girl like her and assumes trouble, it says more about the system than the student. Emily looks down. Her father softens his voice. Congressman Torres. Emily, show him the file. She opens her laptop. The screen glows faintly. She clicks a few keys and turns it toward Carter. The interface shows colorful icons, voice prompts, and animated learning aids. Emily. It's a program that helps kids with dyslexia read aloud while highlighting words. It listens to their pronunciation, tracks progress, and adapts to how they learn best. Principal Carter. You built this yourself? Emily. Mostly. Some of it came from open source models, but I rewrote the logic and UI. He leans in, scanning the interface, genuinely impressed. Principal Carter. This is remarkable. Congressman Torres. The Department of Education approved it for a state trial next semester. Her name is already on the credits. Principal Carter. I didn't know. Congressman Torres. You didn't want to know. You wanted order, not understanding. Carter exhales, guilt creeping in. Principal Carter. I acted on protocol. Congressman Torres. Protocol has a cost when it forgets empathy. The congressman sits down finally, folding his hands. Congressman Torres. I've seen this pattern too many times. Power misused doesn't always look like cruelty. Sometimes it looks like paperwork. Emily closes her laptop. Emily, can we go now? Principal Carter. Emily, wait. She stops, hesitant but cold. Principal Carter. You did something extraordinary. I didn't see it. That's on me. Emily, it's fine, sir. You don't have to say that because my dad's here. Principal Carter. I'm saying it because I was wrong. Her father studies Carter closely, then nods slightly. Congressman Torres. Principal Carter, I'm not here to humiliate you. I came because this place means something to my daughter. She worked hard to belong here, but belonging shouldn't depend on who your father is. Principal Carter. You're right, Congressman Torres. Then make sure your staff understands that. Silence again. The air feels heavier, but clearer somehow. Principal Carter, I will. Emily looks between them. For the first time, her expression softens slightly. Emily, can I still present my project at the regional fair? Principal Carter, of course. I'll reinstate your lab access today. Congressman Torres, that's a start. He stands again, adjusting his jacket. Congressman Torres, I'm not asking for special treatment. I just want fairness to stop being a privilege. Principal Carter, understood. The congressman offers his hand. Carter shakes it, hesitant at first, then firmly. Congressman Torres, I've met many men in leadership. Some think authority gives them control. The smart ones know it gives them responsibility. Which one are you, Principal Carter? Carter pauses, almost speechless. Principal Carter, I'm still learning. The congressman nods once, satisfied. Emily picks up her backpack, ready to leave. Congressman Torres, Emily, wait by the car. She exits quietly, the door shuts behind her. Torres lingers a moment longer. Congressman Torres, you've got good students here, Principal. Just make sure you notice them before you lose them. He leaves. The door closes softly. Carter sits alone in silence, staring at the glowing laptop screen, still showing Emily's project menu. His reflection sits faintly over the icons, a man caught between pride and shame. The clock ticks again, slow, heavy. A long table, polished and reflective. The Board of Governors sit in silence. Principal Carter stands at the front, a file in hand. The atmosphere is formal, but something feels different, quieter, humbler. Board Chairwoman. Principal Carter, you called this meeting on short notice. You said it concerned the Torres student case? Principal Carter. Yes, ma'am. I'd like to withdraw my expulsion recommendation. Murmurs ripple across the table. Board Chairwoman. Withdraw? Yesterday you said it was a clear violation of policy. Principal Carter. It was. But after reviewing new information, I believe my judgment was incomplete. Board Member 2. Incomplete how? Principal Carter. Emily Torres wasn't breaking in to cause damage. She was finishing a research project for the state's adaptive learning program, something that could change how special needs education is taught. Board Member 3. That's a bold claim. Principal Carter. It's true. I've seen the prototype myself. It's advanced, original, and already in state pilot review. He glances briefly at the chairwoman, his voice softening. Principal Carter. I acted too quickly. I wanted to protect the school's image, not the student's potential. That was a mistake. Board Chairwoman. Mistakes happen. But the board expects consistency. Principal Carter. Consistency isn't worth much without compassion. The room goes silent. The chairwoman studies him for a long moment. Board Chairwoman. Does this have anything to do with her father? Principal Carter. It has everything to do with me, and how easily I forgot what this job is supposed to mean. She sits back, nodding slowly. Board Chairwoman. All right. The board will review your request. Until then, the student remains enrolled. Make sure this doesn't turn into a headline. Principal Carter. Understood. He gathers his papers and walks out quietly. Students cross the courtyard, laughing, heading home. Emily sits alone on a bench under a tree, sketching on her tablet. The light is soft and golden. Carter approaches, holding a small folder. Principal Carter. Mind if I sit? Emily. It's a free bench. He smiles faintly and sits beside her. Principal Carter. The board decided to clear your record. You'll keep your scholarship. Emily. I figured, Dad told me. Principal Carter. He's a persuasive man. Emily. He's not. People just listen to him because they're afraid to upset him. Principal Carter. Are you? Emily. No. He listens to me too. That's enough. He nods slowly, watching her draw for a moment. Principal Carter. You remind me of myself when I was younger, always fighting to be seen. Emily. Did anyone see you? Principal Carter. Not really. That's probably why I look for mistakes before I look for effort. Emily. Maybe that's why people stop trying to show you effort. He laughs quietly. Principal Carter. You're sharp for your age. Emily. I just pay attention. Pause. The wind moves through the leaves, and the school bell rings in the distance, echoing faintly. Principal Carter. You know, when I first took this job, I thought my job was to make rules work. Lately, I think it's to make them make sense. Emily. That's harder. Principal Carter. It is, but it's worth trying. He hands her the folder. Emily. What's this? Principal Carter. A recommendation letter. For your college file next year. I wrote it myself. She opens it briefly, scanning the first few lines. Emily. You didn't have to. Principal Carter. I did. Because someday, when someone looks at your file, I want them to see more than scholarship student. I want them to see who you really are. She smiles softly, the first genuine smile between them. Emily. Thank you. Principal Carter. Don't thank me. Just keep proving me wrong. Emily. I plan to. They sit quietly. The courtyard empties. The air feels lighter now. The school is empty again. Carter stands by the window, city lights flickering in the distance. He's on the phone, voice calm but thoughtful. Principal Carter. Yes, Mr. Torres. I wanted to thank you for coming in today. Pause. No, sir. I don't want to discuss the grant. I just wanted to say, your daughter taught me something important. Pause. Yes, that sometimes the ones we underestimate are the ones who change everything. Pause. I will. Good night, sir. He sets the phone down, exhales, and looks at the photo on his desk, a framed picture of the school. He flips it over and writes something small on a sticky note, then presses it to the frame. The note reads, Remember who it's for. He turns off the light, leaving the office dim and still. Outside, the sound of rain starts again, soft, steady, like a quiet reminder. Emily walks toward the gate with her backpack. The sky is grey but calm. The guard greets her with a friendly nod. She pauses, looking up at the school's tall windows. Principal Carter stands upstairs, watching her from his office window. She looks up briefly, notices him, and gives a small nod. He nods back, no words, just quiet understanding. She walks inside. He closes the blinds, smiling faintly to himself. Emily, quietly, as she walks. Sometimes people try to measure you by what they see, but power doesn't always wear a suit. Sometimes it walks in with an old backpack and a reason to prove itself. Fade out on the school crest, faintly lit by the morning sun. In the heart of a city where status decides everything, one quiet girl reminded an entire institution what real power looks like. Not wealth, not politics, but the courage to keep building even when no one believes you. Sometimes, the ones written off as ordinary hold the keys to extraordinary change. And sometimes, it takes losing your certainty to finally see what leadership really means. If this story moved you, share it with someone who believes in second chances. Subscribe for more powerful, human stories that remind us what empathy truly means.